Good afternoon. We are now live at 5, and as you can see that way, as you can see right there, is the one and only Mr. Rick Trigg. How you doing, Trigg?
How you doing? All right, guys. Hello, Tower. How you doing, buddy?
We are week 10, week 11, week 12. I don't even know what year it is of lockdown. How is lockdown for the biggest Sheffield Wednesday fan this side of Watford?
A grind, especially with 3 kids. It's just like having back-to-back 6 weeks holidays with nowhere to go.
And then at the end of July they go on another 6-week holidays.
I know. We've got a nice garden at least. That's one thing that they're just playing in the garden and on the iPads loads. I guess doing a bit of school work, probably not as much as the majority, but just trying to keep them sane and keep them mentally strong more than anything.
Absolutely. Over 10 million in online earnings. How has lockdown been for the Trig?
Brutal.
Has it really?
Biggest downswing, I think, since 2013.
Wow.
Not monumental, but enough. Just loads of 10th, 11th, 27th in math stuff. So I think I'm just running really bad. Not playing as well as I know I can, and not been a bit lazy with the studying and the reviewing of poker. So I think I'm paying the price, to be honest. But
it's not easy. It's also a case of, because it's the only thing you can do, then obviously you must think that there's a bit more pressure on yourself, because it's not all right, you class it as a job, but it's now the only thing you can do. You can't go and play live for a bit of respite on the online stuff.
Yeah, I used to like a little busman's holiday and go and play a bit of live cash now and again. There's a bit of a break, But now you kind of forced into it.
It would have been GUKPT London this week.
Yeah,
you'd have been down the Big Smoke, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'd have been there. Yeah, I am missing him. But a lot of people who have been forced to play online played a lot more live than me, so I've not found it hard to adjust grinding a lot. Just mixing that family time in, it's such a hard balance to get your family time in and time with the kids, and then to also grind and earn as much money as you should be. And I think the main pressure is actually on a online pro mainly in lockdown, is you should be raking it in, and I'm heaping extra pressure on myself, really. So I think I just need to chill out and stop forcing it as much,
Afternoon, everybody who was chatting to us in either on Facebook or on the Oshform there. We all win. What does that stand for?
We're all Wednesday.
I'll not even try and guess what that is. I can put my own words in that one.
I gave someone that title on a tournament on Grosvenor. They were called Blade for Life, and I beat them and I gave them the wah.
Talking about last week, the 25-50, 247. The Schoolman's there because the Schoolman finished 4th. In the 25-50 last week, the big one. Do you play them all, Trig?
Yes, I play them all. One or two little results, no wins yet, but hopefully this weekend we'll turn it around. Yeah,
Mr. Wazza last week. See, that's the thing for me, is when I read all the names out, I have no idea, apart from the guys that I actually know who they are. Mr. Wazza, do we know who that is?
I played against him last night. I think he's a regular, so it's good that a regular won it. I think I've been butting heads with him a little bit on the Euro sites and non-Grosvenor recently. So, I recognise him.
Well, he was first in the 25-50 last week for just north of 10,000. Nice Guy was second for 7,000. And like I said, that Schoolman, who was just tuned in to join us, he was on the final table. So well done to him. The Deep Stacks also, they're getting great numbers. Last week, 272. Pretty decent, £130 buying. Trick, do we know who that is?
No, I wish it was TRIGG though.
I know, not Trick. Yeah, Trick was first, 6,250. Nick Black. Nick Black was second for 4,060, and Looking for Spots was third for 2,800. It's the numbers have been pretty consistent, haven't they? They have been pretty the numbers have been pretty good all the way. All right, I know the 5K, the Grosvenor 5K had a couple of overlays, for the last couple of nights, but the numbers have been very good for the last few weeks.
Yeah, they've been very good. I think these two tournaments on the weekends have just been staples for a lot of UK players to grind. Because the thing that separates these tournaments is it's Grosvenor only. There's no Scandinavians, there's no Germans, there's no, do you know what I mean? No Brazilians. It's just this UK guys that it's just like taking a GKVT from a casino into your home. You know, that's the beauty of it. And without saying everyone's not as good as everywhere else, but you know you're not playing against 50 superstars. There's going to be 10 or 12 good players, and the rest are going to be decent amateur recreational players. So you know you've got a better chance there in a £100 tournament than you would on, say, another side. You know?
And that's one of the things with the transition. A lot of people were saying, is he just going to stay Grosvenor based and UK based? But obviously, with the Grosvenor skin, it is.
Yeah, I hope it's the same as microgaming, isn't it? You've got your Grosvenor own thing that only Grosvenor people can play, and they're easy to decipher on the site as well. Then you've got your network-wide stuff, which introduces every player from everywhere else, you know? So it's just basically the same. It's just a different location. So...
Yeah, Chris Maguire, good afternoon. One of the tips from the tower from last year. Can't tip anybody this year, unfortunately, because the time online poker returns. We might be hitting the Christmas cracker, but it is what it is at this moment. Since the migration of the 5K onto the new software, Red Dragon 12, Alan C and I see what you see all picked up the £1,200, and like. As it comes up on the screen right there. Slight overlay at the moment. Is it a case of now for you, and obviously a lot of regulars, is to pick and choose your tournaments? I know the 5K for £30 is fantastic value.
Yeah, we've been overlaid a lot.
Yeah.
And it's still the same bonus there is that if you win it twice in back-to-back days, you get double the money. So that's still going on at the moment. I think it's just little not teething problems, but we've just got to get everyone settled on the new software. I remember the first site I played on back in 2004, and that went over to iPoker eventually, and I found it took me 2 or 3 weeks to get adjusted to the new environment, and it's the same here. So it might overlay for another week or so or what have you, but I think it'll start getting numbers again. And obviously, if you win it twice again, it's back to back. You get double.
And if you win it, you get your name on it, don't you?
You get your name on it. Yeah, you get your name on it. I think, do you? I don't know if you do anymore, actually.
All right. But you did. You did. Jeff Kimber did.
Yeah, we've been doing all right in that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of scores from Jeff over the course of the day, and Joe Beaver's final tabled a few. Yeah, during the festival, I think he final tabled the PLO, didn't he?
Yeah, we've got. There's also, I've seen a lot of people who are a bit sceptical about the re-entry. But if you just look down the list, I've got the list of tournaments up now. For smaller buy-ins, there's loads of £10, £20, some re-entry, some not, some knockouts, fiver with 3K guarantees and stuff. There's a lot more choice than there was on microgaming, to be honest. And obviously, the Grosvenor tournaments are still the same as they were anyway. So
and obviously on the new software as well. When you click along, it's all separated. You got your deep stack tab, which obviously the deep stack is tomorrow. The 2550 tab, the GUKPT, which will go live. Obviously, the Goliath, with it being cancelled live, which is a big shame. It's also I tell you what, it is a big shame for not seeing Sean Hayden. How good was he on Britain's Got Talent?
He was good. Like yesterday with us, he did a little trick with us. Yesterday,
I saw, and Jessie May got involved as well.
But I think the outtakes from yesterday are funnier than the actual trick. A lot longer than we thought, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, he's an absolute class act, and obviously on Facebook, on Grosvenor Poker, and on YouTube and Twitter as well. There's a lot of retweets and a lot of posts from Sean Hayden. There's tricks that he's done with us at Goliath for year on year. There's so many to watch. One thing I did notice, I don't know if you watched it yet, Trig. There was a flashback Friday on Facebook on Grosvenor Poker. It was a hand with Richard Ashby.
I saw it.
And the late, great, absolute legend of the game, Mr. Dave Colclough.
I saw it.
Do you ever pass? If you've not watched it,
no.
if you've not watched it, everybody, please go to Grosvenor Poker and watch it. But Trig, what do you do in that situation?
I would definitely either 3-bet or jam. I don't know what the blinds were at the time, but I wouldn't just pick it up. You got to just call them a flop. I remember Richard's more of a mixed game player than a Hold'em player.
He is big in
Vegas, and he's got bracelets and stuff. I think back then he just gave Dave a bit too much credit and probably wasn't as sharp on Hold'em as he was on the other games. But
and I like the one.
You see Slady's hair? That was the highlight for me. He must have still been 35, 30, 40 years old there, acting like he's.
Did he ever smile then?
Oh, he used to be brilliant, Nick. First ever one in Bolton, we used to have a big. Me and him had chips, and we were just going back and forth. It was all ego, just hammer and tongs all day. Nick. I remember him just sitting there with a fag in his gob, and as soon as he won a pot off me, he'd go for a fag. And they were the days.
There were some fantastic footage, and obviously Ian Bryan shouting out the action for the TV. It's a good watch, and it's great for the guys to have that footage to stick on. Obviously, while we're in lockdown, we can't put any new stuff on at the moment, but so it's great to go back into the archives. It's really good. Can you remember 2007 when it was on TV?
Yes, I made a final.
You made a final. You were still playing. I don't think you were old enough to play. That's the reason I was saying it.
I was 20, 22, 23. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was my first ever big result. Yeah, it was so good. Like a few mates travelled up from Sheffield to come and watch because they wanted to get on the TV. They were sat in the back row. Yeah, they were the days. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was really good. Mm. But obviously, I don't know. At that time, I think there was just too much poker on telly. I think it was.
Yes, there was. Mm.
People just got a bit sick of it. I'll tell you what we need to do, Phil, back on the Goliath one sec. Remember the Joker? That was the best tournament of the year. When he used to do... We need to get you on stream doing your DJ set, and we can all play the tournament and then tune into you and have your music on, and you can shout out the players.
That sounds pretty good. I've had so much... Obviously, we do this every Friday at Live at 5, and I've so many people saying one thing we are going to miss this year is Joker's Wild. Yeah, so many people have said they're going to miss the Joker's Wild at Goliath because it was the best night and the best poker that we've enjoyed. You know, I know we do it at the CAF Cup in Blackpool, and we do it in Teesside as well. But that's what poker needs, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I ran a race night the other night for the lads, and we had such a good time drinking and playing music and stuff. And whoever won whoever run the horse chose the song. We had Scally on there. Yeah. Playing a load of the Pogues and stuff, and a few of my mates from home, and we need a bit of morale lifting, you know.
Yeah, Mark McMaster said exactly the same. Brilliant idea to get the decks out.
Guys, sorry, carry on, Phil. A sec.
No. I'm just saying it might be a thing we'll have to think about doing because a few people are on the Facebook chatter saying it's a thing we're definitely doing. Mark McMaster saying it's a brilliant idea. So good afternoon, everybody who's watching in.
Sorry, the people asking about the HUD and the PT4 on iPoker.
Yes, this is one for you.
The hand histories are quite hard to find. But I've got the addresses where the hand histories are kept. I think if you want to message me privately, and I'll copy and paste you the hand histories where they're kept on your computer, and I think that'll solve your HUD issues on there. So if anyone wants to message me who's struggling, I will try and help you out with that. Obviously, there's a few people who haven't been able to play because they're on Max. But
that's coming soon.
Yeah, that's coming soon. It's basically a bear with us a bit, guys, if you're struggling to get on. Yeah. There's going to be an app.
One thing I will say about, obviously, once the transition over, you know, the recapture.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Just have fun with it until it lets you in. It's just a bit of fun and spot where the cameras is, spot where the traffic lights are.
They've come up with
accept it.
Formula, and that's going to be implemented soon, not before long. Because
nice.
It's just awkward for everyone, but it's something we can sort out and we will do soon. So
Ian Bryan said on Facebook, we'll be back with the Joker's Wild at Goliath 2021, bigger and better. That's guaranteed. That's a nice touch, Ian. Good to have you on board. Not seeing Ian Bryan's smiley face in the card room. That's upsetting for a lot of people. But whenever we do get back live, obviously, it'd be great to see absolutely everybody, one and all. This is quite good. I mean, this is the first time, obviously, we've done it. This is brand new to me, brand new to Trig. Thanks to Trig for coming in this afternoon. Is there anything regarding the new software apart from the HUD? Is there anything else that we need to shout out for the guys?
Well, obviously, the Windows download is the only place you can actually get the software at the moment. But obviously, we just spoke about that. That's changing very soon, and we're sorting that out ASAP.
Yeah.
And the recapture, obviously. If everyone just goes to Jamie Nixon's got a good video that you mentioned, or it's been mentioned on a post, and that's just a little 10-minute tutorial where to find everything. But if you basically just go to poker and then next to its events, it has all the tabs underneath: Grosvenor, the Grosvenor Guarantee, Deep Stack, the 25-50. It's dead easy. Obviously, we've got the 12K Deep Stack and the 25-25. They're going to be carrying on the same as they are, but just on this different software. 3,000 players have already switched their aliases. So if you've changed your alias, have a funny one who you've changed it to. Nothing rude.
Yes. The one thing we can't have at the moment is obviously the avatars that we had. So Roy Walker from myself has disappeared for a few for a few days. If we get it back very soon, then we'll get them back. But mine was very easily to transfer over. I just had an alias that I had to change over to back into Tower in the House. That'll be me. So I'm like Rick has pointed out, it's very, very easy. Everything transitioned over. And there is a deep stack tomorrow, £130. You'll be in your chair at 6?
Yes, I'll be in my chair probably about 3:30 start. Usually try and play till about 9 o'clock last tournament I'll register, and either be in bed by about 1 or 2 a.m. or be up at 4 and have a good night.
Yeah, you've run a couple of private games, a bit of cash. Have you got plans to do that as well?
Yes, possibly. I'm just thinking of the music genre, because last time it was just ended up being a big pissle with people.
And it was 90s. It needed a little bit of Tower of 80s input, I think.
Yeah. It was 90s to mid 2000s dance.
Yeah.
And we managed to get a playlist of about 90 songs and all classic dance. So I think maybe we're going to go for indie or a bit of R&B or British garage or something like that. All the type of stuff
British garage.
You know what I mean?
British garage is a thing you put your car in, isn't it?
Well, yeah, kind of. Underground garage. Underground garage for you, mate.
Oh, man. Tonight.
But the problem is with that, with the old software, so much as it is with this, for Mac players are struggling. So a few of my mates who want to play recreationals wouldn't want to play, but I'm probably get a good. I think everyone enjoyed it and it went down well. Yeah. It's just finding a time everyone's free. Even now, everyone's grinding on different sites. Obviously, it's just nice to get everyone together. But I'm going to endeavour to try and do one of them in a few weeks.
Yeah. So a quick recap: what can the guys can get if they're having a few problems migrating over? Get in touch with yourself.
Yeah, or any of the pros or Tom or Kit, who are always commenting on. Remember, the 5K every night 7 is overlaying. I know it is a re-entry, but if people are going to re-enter and have shorter stacks, then I say let the prize pool build up. No one's forcing anyone to. And also the network ones, the 20 rebuy used to be the mosh pit, but that was 8K. Yeah. So now this one's gone up 50% to 12K now. So it's the same thing. The regular one. What's it? It's not. It's the Vista Fury, isn't it? It's 6:30, 20 rebuy, 12K euro guaranteed. And then there's freeze outs and re-entries all the way through the night. So it looks to me on the surface it's a better mixture for all players than it was on my game. So I think it's great, to be honest.
Yeah, John Culver in the chat saying Grosvenor have some good poker comps. He'll reg when it's Mac ready, which, as Trigger's already pointed out, it won't be too long. It won't be too long for that. The Live at 5 is just about coming to an end. I'd like to thank Mr. Rick Trigg for joining us. This was the first ever chat time we've tried it, and I think it's been a bit of a success, man.
Yeah, one of my colleagues will be on next week.
Yeah,
I think.
Are you going back? Are you missing football?
Not as much as I wish as I thought I would, especially because Wednesday did so badly this season.
And that's the thing. All the struggling clubs want this season to be over, and all the successful clubs want the season to carry on.
I'm missing racing. I'm missing racing more.
Yeah,
I'm missing racing, but I'm missing
it.
We
will be back. It will be back. Yeah. So tonight, the 5,000, the Grosvenor 5,000 is on at 7:00. Make sure you go for that. And still, if you win it 2 days running, they double the first place, so which is pretty impressive.
I've done it already.
Yes, they have. It was Paul Spillane, Mickey Spillane.
You see, because once you win it once, your confidence is up, so it gives you a bit of a better chance the next time, you know.
Yeah, and I know Mickey. I know Mickey was talking about the hood and stuff like that, and Mag and doing that because I think he's just about to do some Twitch as well. Is Mickey? So shout out to Mickey if he goes on Twitch. Make sure everybody knows that you're doing it, so we can all tune in because we all like to watch. You like to watch Jamie Nixon as well. Obviously, he didn't have a home game this week, but because of the migration, but it will be on over the weekend for the deep stack that's on tomorrow at 6. Rick says he's already playing it. The 2550, which is on Sunday at 6:00. That's a whopper. That's the big one, isn't it? The 50k guarantee, the 50,000 guarantee. 6:00 on Sunday. That's always got the numbers. That's been very well supported for the last however long we've been in lockdown. There's been some, but check out all the tabs on the new clients. It is pretty good, and as Rick says, straight over with migration, there's never any problems, and it is an easy transition over. Trig, thanks ever so much.
Welcome. I've enjoyed it. Nice to speak to someone other than the family for a bit.
just give me a call.
We're not just doing half an hour.
Well, why not? And Wayne Clark says, well, I'm just about to say that. Sorry, may have been mentioned. Here we go, more for the mobile version that's coming soon. Yeah, the mobile version and the is it iOS, that'll be on its way very shortly. He also says he's loving the new site. He's loving the new site. Usually plays on Stars, but going to play a lot more on Grosvenor Poker. That's nice to know. That's Wayne Clark. Well done, Wayne. And there we go. Mickey Spillane is already getting ready to do a Zoom. He's on at 5:30. For anybody that wants to know how to set it up. There's so many people out there, Trig, isn't there? If anybody asks a question, it's not a stupid question.
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, going from predominantly playing online, especially live, to coming online, it's like another world. And especially going from one site to another site, if you were just a Grosvenor player on microgaming, then you go on to iPoker, it's just like a different universe. So myself, and a lot of the colleagues have all played on iPoker long before we joined. So that we'll all be very well equipped to let you know. And as I say, Jamie did that tutorial video, and that's brilliant. I'll tell you everything you need to know just by watching that for 10 minutes. So don't hesitate to ask myself or anyone else a question.
Absolutely.
Because we want, obviously, it's our job to get you happy and playing on the site. So we'll be more than happy to help you, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's just about it for myself and the Trig. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Rick.
Thanks, mate.
Back to the family. Get the spaghetti bolognese on the go for tea. And for you guys out there, don't forget the Grosvenor 5,000, which starts at 7 tonight. There's the deep stack, £130 tomorrow, and on Sunday it's the whopping 25.50 for everybody to enjoy. For live at 5 from Rick Trigg, the Phenom Online, and the Tower.
Thanks, guys. Good luck this weekend.